we are in the car headed to get my baby oldest daughter from her Saturday lab cosmetology. Today, spent time working on the candle brand, which I'm really excited about. So excited about that. Because I know how much people love candles and stuff like that, so I'm excited to see how people gravitate towards the candles. But I will not. So for the Saturday message, Spirit was telling me, royally rightful. I was like, royally rightful? Spirit was like, yes, royally rightful. So lately, all I've been hearing is, I've arrived, you've arrived, you've arrived, you've arrived, you've arrived. So I've been like, I've arrived. And it's a very clear affirmation, but I have been hearing it a lot. A lot of people don't necessarily know exactly what it means, but if you know, you know. Like, I said it earlier, and one of my homegirls was like, I know this shit right. Say it again. And so she was like, I have effing arrived. And so when Spirit kept telling me, like, I've arrived, I was like, arrived? Spirit was like, yeah, you've arrived. And I was like, I didn't really understand that, overstand what the hell was going on. So I was saying, I just was like, okay. So when I was hearing, like, you've arrived, Your Majesty, and I was like, oh, that type of arrived. And y'all probably gonna hear me say that a lot because it holds so much meaning. And the royals, the rightful royals, have arrived to take their thrones. This is a conversation you cannot have with everybody. This is something that you will hear and you'll be like, oh, understand. But those who understand, understand. Those who understand, understand, etc., etc. So as we have journeyed down and we have been doing everything that we needed to do, we are in a space where for 6,000 years we have given away our royal rights. You know what I mean? We have not been able to learn who we were, what we are, what we're supposed to be doing. We have been in relationships that we should not be in, been with, been friends with people we should not have been friends with. We've helped people we should not help. We looked over people that we should have helped. We've been mean. We've been a lot of things that they have conditioned us to be. And so now that 6,000 years is up, their time is up, and we're able to take our thrones and do what we need to do for us. It's a very interesting feel, a very nice feel when you know you have arrived. And just being righteous in this moment, in this time, lets you know that you belong with some other people. You belong somewhere else. So, as I'm sitting there, today, just meditating, doing what we do, the Spirit said to me, you've arrived, Your Majesty. And I was like, hey, baby. And I was like, I've arrived. Like, I literally have arrived. And so, at that moment, when you like, oh, you mean that type of ride. So it's funny, I was talking to my girl earlier before one of my appointments, and I was like, I've arrived. She was like, I keep hearing that. And I was like, me too. And she was like, yeah. I said, but I heard you've arrived. She said, yes. And she was like, I keep saying it. I was like, I do too. So it's funny because when you say certain things, you don't know why you're saying them. But I kept hearing, Your Majesty, you've arrived. Your Majesty, you've arrived. You've arrived. You've arrived. And so it's kind of like when you hear the GPS, like if you've been following me for some time, you kind of know, like, no, she's spoken about this GPS before, where Spirit is on the way to deliver blessings and things of that nature. And I just keep hearing the voice say, you've arrived, Your Majesty. You've arrived. So we have arrived. We have. And an energy that we've arrived is in our kingdoms. It's almost like when the queens and kings would come and they would meet with their potential or desired allies, your arrival would be announced. But you would know you arrived you would know that you arrived before they did. Before the kingdom knew the other queen and king were there, or the Dutch and the Duchess, or the emperor and the empress was there, the person in the chariot would know, Your Majesty, we've arrived. And it's like, okay, so this is it. And it's like, this is it. And you looking around like, so this is what I'm about to take over. Yep. This is where my throne is. Yep. So it's one of those things where it's a beautiful place to be. It's a beautiful place to be. I'm gonna be nice and let these good people go. Go on through. What you gonna do? Yeah. So it's a beautiful place to be. It's a beautiful place to reside. I've arrived. Like I'm here in a different element, in a different space. And some of the people that you want to go with you are not gonna go. Some people are being shown right now, like, as bad as I want you to go, I know you're not going where I'm going. Like, we'll never see each other again, and it's gonna be hurtful. Cause it's like, I really like you, and it's like, I like you too. And it's like, but we vibrate different. It's like, yeah, and it's like, you are gonna rule great here in the Matrix, and it's like, yeah, and it's like, and I'll rule great where I'm at, and it's like, yeah, and so, it starts with you feeling that sense of sternness, that sense of seriousness, because it's you come to handle business. I'm not coming to play with you. I'm here to handle business. Like, we can hee ha kiki, but I am here to handle business because I got to get my kingdom in order, because I'm the person after my ancestor that had to step into it. In the cosmos, I'm having to step into that role. I'm having to take on that role. And this does not require me joking or giggling and shit like that. Like, this requires me in the beginning to analyze my kingdom, to see what I need to be doing, who I need to be doing it with, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, lots of times that looks a little confused. That looks like confusion, you know? That looks like Zaxby's gets on my nerves so bad. So bad. Because it's like store hours. And the dining room is not even open. 10, Gave my baby some food. Well, some food, so when she gets in the car, she can eat.
What can I get started for you?
Well, hello, how are you?
Good, how about you?
Awesome. Um, can I get a Zaxby's signature sandwich meal?
Okay, what's the drink?
Let me do, and can I get extra pickles on that?
Yeah.
Great. For my drink, let me do a sweet tea with lemon.
I don't have lemon. I got some lemonade though.
Um, um, okay, that works.
Alright. What else for you?
Extra seasoning on the fries,
Okay.
and that's it.
Alright, it's 9:16. I'll see you at the window.
All right, thanks.
Uh-huh.
So, let me get my phone here. Go for my wallet. So yeah. So hey y'all. Thanks, baby. Y'all have a great one. My baby. So yes, what was I saying? Yes, give my baby some food so she won't be upset. So it's tea for me though. So yeah, so it's gonna be certain people that can't go with you. And because I'm in the car, y'all, I cannot share this. So if you watch this later and it's not on like Facebook or anything, I'm in the car. Um, so yeah, it'll be certain people that can't go with you. But when you hear constantly that it's time, you gotta take the time, right? Because like I said, they've ruled for long enough, and now it's time for us to step into authority. So you will become more stern. And I remember one time I met a man, and he was just very stern. Like his energy was very stern, and I said, "That's God energy." And someone was like, "Yeah, it really is." When it's God energy when, because if you know the voice of God, or if you have heard a God speak, or you have met a God, they don't really look very humorous. They don't look very jokingly. Like they kind of always have like a serious look, or they're more stern, more of a I will get your ass together. That's God energy. Because by the time I've gotten to my God energy, by the time you've gotten into yours, you're not here to play games anymore. You already kind of know that there is some sort of purpose you have. Where it's like, I'm not really with the bullshit. Like, I'm not really with the bullshit. And everyone will seem to think, oh, when they became spiritual, they became me. No, when I became spiritual, I became real. In your world, where there is a veil and there are things that are fake, you're not able to see, you're not able to see really what's real. So that's why you joke around a lot. The joking, the laughing, and all of that is a distraction. Is it good to have a good time? Yes. But if that is your demeanor every single day, that is your demeanor every time, that's not really a good thing. Now, being happy is good. Being joyful is good, but I could be joyful with a straight look on my face. Y'all, look at her dog done sit on the ground rubbing his butt. But we need to get him cleaned out. So it's a very straightforward energy, and when you find yourself in that energy where it's like that don't make sense, because I'm like that, it doesn't make sense. If it don't make sense, I'm gonna fucking tell you it don't make sense. Like you're not gonna get a little walk around the park, because I don't want anybody to do that. I don't have anybody around me that will walk me around the park. Like it's kind of just like that's so crazy, and that doesn't make any sense. What are you doing? Why are you doing this and you should be doing that? So when it comes to certain things, your patience kind of runs thin, like this thin, like paper thin. So everything punctures it. It's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. And your throat chakra thrives, and you're like, that was stupid. So it's because you've arrived. The arrival is here. And so when I kept hearing it, I was like, I kept hearing you've arrived. You've arrived. You've arrived. And my homegirl was like, I keep hearing it. And she said she was watching a movie, and the movie was like, some part in the movie was like, you've arrived. She was watching some movie about space or something like that, and then she was like, that like the next show that came on Netflix was like an airplane. It was like something had to do with a flight, and they were saying like your flight has arrived, but she kept hearing arrive, arrive, arrive. Then she was like that her son's game got stuck, and she kept hearing she said it sounded like she was hearing I've arrived, I've arrived, I've arrived. She was like, but it was saying something else. Her son was like, no, it's saying something, and she was like, no, I know what I'm hearing. So when you are in that space and you hear certain things, is the light out? Hmm. Greer, South Carolina. What are you doing? It's not getting. Hey, babies. So when you hear those things and you like arrive, it's basically saying your spirit council from the cosmos, because you're a star seed, saying, Your Majesty, you have arrived. And earlier in this, I was saying how it's the same way when the royal arrives at the other kingdom. You know when you get there before the kingdom knows sometimes. It's like, okay, we've officially arrived in the quarters. And it's like, okay. And then your horse and carriage moves on, and you're escorted out of the carriage. And then you're greeted by everyone else, and then the king and the queen, or the Dutch and the duchess, or whoever, emperor, empress steps out, and they greet you. That's the energy that we're in right now. That's the energy we're in right now. That's where we're at, where this is not the time to spend trying to teach people how to be good people, decent people, or to tap into their energy. Like, it's over with. That's why so many people that's just not getting it. It's not hard feelings. It's just like you had the tools, you chose how to use them, you deal with the consequences. There's no more grace extended. There's nothing that's been extended, and it's just like, here we are. We've arrived. Now what? Okay, now it's time for you to see what the Most High needs for you to do in this position that you're in. So you're going to see a lot of people doing things and being granted things that you don't really understand. You're going to be very you're going to be very confused yourself at why certain blessings are touching you, because even if you marry into a royal family, they are going to groom you to fit in, right? It works the same way. Um, when you get into it's always a Dallas Cowboy fan who just be pulling out in front of people like they can do what they want to. Uh, when you pull yourself into your position and you're there, you're able to really get prepared, because source is going to FEMA is always a Dallas Cowboy fan. Source is going to equip you. Source is going to alter your state of mind and existence for your kingdom. Meaning, it could be a house upgrade, a car upgrade, it could be jewelry upgrade, it could be a spouse upgrade. It could be anything. But you're going to upgrade because now you're going to have to fit the position. It's like, okay, you're the empress or the emperor, the high priestess or the hierophant, or the king and the queen. And king and queens live this way, so I have to move you that way. And it's like, oh, that's what we're doing. Yes, you are going that way. And it's like, okay. And you're going that way very quickly. So when it comes to your palace, your throne, your castle, and things like that, that's a mind state. But it also is going to transfer and be transmuted into reality, right? So it's like I can't be around certain people. Like I got a habit of having people trying to eat in my palace, and the whole time the cows supposed to be like, no, you were supposed to do such and such, and that's it. And it's like, okay, and it's love, no love lost. I just know what my duty is, and I know I gotta let you handle what you handle very quickly, and I gotta go over here and do what I need to do very quickly, right? So I should have had a shake. So lots of things will upgrade from the way you wear your hair to your body. Like some people are gonna start losing weight just because it's like, oh, period. Congratulations, primo. Congratulations. Stepping into your space for your kingdom. Like that's just what it is. This is your position. There's no other way around it. There's no discussing. Your weight about to come. Like some of y'all weight about to drop, and you literally are gonna be sitting there like, I didn't even do anything. And people are like, oh, did you get a surgery? It's like, no. Did you work out? No, it just went away. You want something, ain't you? No, I just, you know, because that's gonna happen because even your palate is changing, where spiritually, royally, rightfully, um, they're going to bring forth several, and I mean several upgrades and blessings in your life to the point where you're gonna be like, I am so happy that I stayed this course. Wow. And it's like, you see that? But it also trickles down to what type of ruler are you going to be? Because now Spirit is done allowing I would say tyrannical, because when people are like, I'm acting like people are like he needs to shit like that. So, but the tyrants and the Ivan the bad or whatever the fuck his name was, bad rulers, and all of that. Period, sis. All of that is about to disappear. Like there's no more room for someone to be like mean to people or mishandle people. There's no more room for it. There is nothing left. It's literally like whole team winning type of stuff. Because Spirit got to get everybody together for the shift that has already taken place. The shift is already up, and it's like your life is changing for the better. Even the people that you speak to, the foods that you eat, like I said, the way your health, and it's changing, and the weight is coming. It's changing because the weight is coming off because you're no longer going to be eating from the matrix. Some people are meant to stay in the matrix. Some people are meant to sit in the matrix. You're not meant to be there. So, if you're not meant to be there, what that basically means is now I don't eat that food. That's just like, I don't know if y'all, I want y'all to go look up when y'all get the time. It's a man who said that he lived in like the UK for like, um, he lived in the UK for like, was it 2 years? I don't give me the time, but he was like, and I literally just ate kill me because I would have been here on time. I was like, let me get her some food. But why they interrupt me with what I was going to say? Well, I really only just want a couple bites of it. Good night, you eating, but not just taking 2 bites.
Well, you go ahead and take the 2 bites so I don't eat all of them.
I just really want to bite. How's it going? So, because people are eating from the matrix, everything is poisoned. You know how we talk about that, like everything is poisoned down to the food, the soil, the air is poisoned, the water is poisoned. The way that that's why everything looks crazy right now. People are like, so y'all don't see what's going on in the world? And they're like, oh, these conspiracy theorists. And the conspiracy theorists keep being right. And people are like, no, they wouldn't do that. And it's like, really? So now it's time to stop even arguing with people. Like, I'm not even going to argue with you. People say they ain't going to do that. They ain't going to do that. Keep on saying something. Like, if they say that ain't going to happen, that ain't going to damn happen. But let them believe they want to. But when you're eating from the matrix, it's to poison you, to keep you under the spell. But the elevation is already taking place for you to be royally rightful, that you're going to elevate, and that's where your weight loss is going to come from, because now your food is just going to be different. Down to like your grass is going to start looking different. Areas that you're moving in, it's going to just look completely different. You're going to wake up and your air is going to taste different. Your skin is going to look different. The way even when you go to the bathroom, it's going to be completely different because you elevated. And the only thing that you are around in the other realm here is going to be like a paradise, where it's like, no, I got good fruits. I don't know. Every time I go pick up fruit, I just get good fruit. Oh, where you get your fruit from? I go to the farmer's market. I grow it, or XYZ. When I do eat certain things like meats or whatever, they're not bad. Like, they're okay. So you're going to go through that. And that's what I was saying. Thank you, Spirit. So there was this guy. He said he lived in the UK for a little bit. And he was like, all he ate was fast food. He was like, it was just him. I think he was like, it was just me. And I ate McDonald's and he ate something else. He said that he lost weight being in the UK eating like that, and he started comparing the ingredients and the difference of food from the UK to the United States. And he was like, I've been over here eating like this, and I'm fine. Like, I don't know. He's like, I actually lost weight, and the people in the comments were saying, like, I'm trying to think about what you taught. How did he come up? I think I was looking for like bioengineered something. He came up. Just type in when you go to like TikTok, guy loses weight eating fast food in the UK or something like that. And so he lost weight, and it was like people like doing like different videos, like, yo, that's because they don't poison their food. They don't want to poison their citizens. So, yeah, everything's about to change for you. So, and I love that for y'all. So, congratulations to everybody. I want to go ahead and give this Saturday message. Y'all want to share with someone, you can. Go back and listen to it. I genuinely love y'all. I cannot wait to see the beautiful things that that we have experienced and that you're going to experience. And today I actually went house looking, and it was really exciting. And I'm excited, nervous, but I'm excited. So that's what I spent the rising doing, was like, and it's funny because when you're looking at houses, it's like, even in like the subdivisions, you just be like, okay, so what's the difference in this house? Now you got to remember the names. You like, okay, so this is called the what now? This is the Frost. This is the Emerson. Remember last time you like the Emerson in the other neighborhood, and it's like, okay. It's like, oh, okay, all right, cool. So yeah, I love y'all wholeheartedly. Spirit, I just pray that the miracles just continue to find us, and that the burdens that we carry that don't belong to us are dropped, and that doors open for us. I pray for the weight loss of everyone who desires it. I pray for good health. I pray for proper blood flow. I pray for safe food. I pray that you have the answers to all the questions that you have, and I pray that your blueprint to the life of abundance is clear for you. Thank you, sis. I'm so nervous. Every time I leave the house, I get real quiet, and I'll be like this, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'll be like, and my sister met me there to was with me today, and she was like, "I loved it. It was it's so you." I was like this. I was just like, ugh. And I keep looking at the same house. She's like, "So what do you think?" And it's funny because she just texted me and was like, "Hey, I sent everything over. Can you send me a picture of your photo ID?" I was like, I'm scared. So I know that's my anxiety that was up like this. Like, then how they, she was like, "I could do this for like 260." I was like, "Really?" She was like, I'm like, "Oh my God." So yeah, definitely happy about that. So I love y'all wholeheartedly. Y'all have been amazing as usual. I will do the Saturday reading later, but I wanted to get the message part out because the reading is just going to be shorter or whatever. So I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all